What we're going to be doing today is we are going to be attaching two pieces of clay. These two pieces of clay are plastic today, but you want to make sure that when you're attaching two pieces of clay that they are the most consistency possible. You don't want to have one that's leather hard and one that's plastic if all possible. You want them to be the same. It's going to be hard to attach two pieces of clay when they're beyond mid leather hard. Late leather hard is a little scary. Bone dry is impossible. You're going to have to kind of start over. So you can't attach a piece of plastic clay to a piece of bone dry clay. But if you have two that are equal in consistency, this is what you do. You are going to first get some slip here, and you're going to attach the slip or lay it on here. And you want to give it kind of generous, especially if your clay is leather hard, because what that slip is doing is it's softening up that surface. So I'm going to rest this here. You're going to want to slip both sides. And then you're going to take the needle tool and you're going to score through that slip. When you're scoring through the slip, what's happening is you're taking that slip and meshing it in with the clay, and you're really going to be softening up that clay on that surface. You want to go in two directions, so you're kind of cross-hatching across there, increasing the surface area of the clay, and you do that all the way around. At this point, what we're going to do is connect the two surfaces. They're lined up. We're going to give a gentle wiggle to a compression. We're trying to get out any of the air bubbles that might be between there and get a nice secure bond between those 2 points. Now, what we want to do in order to get this seam to disappear is we want to compress in there to make sure all that air is trapped, and we're going to approach this like stitches. We're going to take the clay from this side and push it this way, and we're going to take the clay from this side and push it that way. And we're going to kind of fill in that gap. The inclination of beginners is they want to take the tool and go right along that seam, but all that does is increase the canal or the, the hole there. So we're going to take those two and meld them together. It's going to get ugly before it gets better, but that's okay. You want to do this until they completely disappear. Once it gets to about this stage all the way around, you can then take your tool and start to smooth it out, or your thumb and smooth it out. So all the way around your seam will be invisible. At this point, the seam is gone, but what we need to do is move this into a ball, hold it in your hand, and you can start to pat, and then you can also smooth out. There's only so much you can do when the clay is this plastic when trying to get a sphere shape, so you want to work on just smoothing and shaping the best you can, and then you can get the final details when it's leather hard. So patting, smoothing, you can use any tool. You can use your fingers, you can use the wooden tool, whatever's going to work for you. But anywhere you start to see cracks coming, just smooth them out. You can also compress. That'll kind of thicken some of the walls if there's a thin spot. At this point, we're probably going to just wait until it is more leather hard so it can hold its shape.